Good morning, buongiorno. It's great to be here in a physical state. Maybe in my case, not more stable. It's very early in the morning. So welcome also from my side. It's great. I hope you will enjoy the day. We are going more and more on the left side, on the right side of the equation. So application, translation to industry, industry perspective. Let me start with a brief introduction. I look at the time. Industry overview. As you have seen during the past 2 days, that the research program is quite is intense, is very large, it's very well organized, is a coherent approach. So where we touch different components of modernization, advancement in CMC, and manufacturing, technology, science, and solution, digital solution. You can appreciate we introduced the quality by digital design, so very ambitious. We try to move to the next level, QBD. That means patient at the core, safety, efficacy, and compliance, included in the design of the manufacturing approaches, and of course, the goal, and this is what we will focus today, is to enhance and to consolidate the part of, for what concerns the engagement, co-creation with the industry and strategic and academic partners. Of course, co-deliver, therefore, training. So large scope is to develop skills of the future, so to support the pharmaceutical environment to develop the new leaders that will combine a multidisciplinary kind of a different set of skills, and translation to industry, which include dissemination, absolutely. This is a slide that somehow I used for the celebration of the 10th anniversary. I changed just a couple of words because I think it's super relevant still. So the lifeblood, the core of the purpose for a manufacturing center is impact. So impact in terms of better support to in terms of manufacturability, in terms of sustainability, in terms of right by design, in terms of embedding the patient requirement as soon as possible in the design of the processes, in the design how we release the process, the product transformed via the processes, and so forth. So CMAC, I went through, as they say in America, I walked through the block several times in my career, and so drug delivery, big pharma, academic center in a different location now here, Strathclyde, with Alistair. And I have to say that the translation to industry approach that CMAC has implemented since the beginning, and now we are consolidating, is my opinion, is quite unique. And maybe it's not final yet, because we are still, let's say, working on it, but is quite impressive, at least to my eyes. And this is what we have in place. We have a combination of different approaches, which include, by the way, also financial profiling that can then support the commercial part or licensing conversation. But more importantly, we qualify very well what is the extent of resources that are involved in the research phase, and then in the applied research, and then therefore in the scale up or translation. And plus we have a critical mass that is amazing. So 10 plus years of scientific, academic, operation activities, team working together, kind of end-to-end from academic research down to proprietary collaboration, etc. And for sure we have a large and very rich portfolio of partners that represent the agency, the regulatory agencies, the policy makers, the industry in the different form, so biotech, big pharma, and drug delivery, and academics as well. So this is our, let's say, richest part of our hearth, because it's all about collaboration and working together and best practices and cross training. So we're very proud of this, and thank you very much to all the partners that are supporting the center, all the partners that are here today, and also all the partners that are constantly involved in our research and in our activities, and that support the students and support the programs and help us in terms of running due diligences for what concerns the quality of science we develop and the quality of deliverables. So thank you very much for all the great support. Going a little bit deeper into it's only a couple of slides, so going a little bit deeper into the translation to industry, I prepared this slide that is summarizing on the left side the how. So what does it mean? How do we translate? And so what is embedded in the value proposition, in the way how we collaborate with the different partners or stakeholders? And you can see that this is a quite, let's say, interesting list. There is a good level of diversity. So we have a TRL-based technology readiness level based model that we use to qualify the different pieces of innovation or technological solution, the way that we understand where they are, what are the gaps, what could be the next phase, and we move on to the next level based on a quite solid decision-making process that is composed by IP, by quality of science, by quality of data, availability of resources, etc. Of course, in some cases, we activate the collaboration with strategic partners. When it comes to upscaling, strategic partners can be one of our partners, can be, like, for example, MMIC, where we combine forces by design, or can be even, like in the case of Wyoming, you will see later today, an external partner with which we plan to commercialize the solution. We have a lot of translation going through staff exchange, PhD placement at companies, company staff that join CMAC and support the activities here, recruitment, of course, different form of collaboration, proprietary, pre-competitive, industry-funded program, and last but not least, training, webinars, e-learning modules, and training at the company and the site, etc. So it's quite large in terms of different approaches we use to translate to industry, and therefore it's quite, how to say, comprehensive. So that means that we can adapt, select, decide what is fit for purpose for the different company, for the different group, or for the different, let's call, scientific asset. In the center of the slide is a very simple description of the portfolio in terms of what we have available that we then translate to industry. And as you can see, there is digital, there is predictive modeling, workflows, databases, know-how, hardware, new sensor, material characterization, skills development, and then, of course, technological solution in integrated form like microfactory or let's say parts of quality by digital design, etc. I thought it could be useful to bring to you visible the criteria, or at least part of the criteria we use to inform the decision around translation to industry. So we look at what the technology is, what could be the final purpose, how to upscale, what could be relevant, and also what it could be right for the center, for a center like CMAC. So for example, we put the core reputation, we look at what is the intensity in execution, and some elements that are more operational. But this is just for your information to say that we try to how to say, to keep very well structured. The approach is not, I mean, just driven by opportunistic kind of perception. And this is the last slide where you have I wanted to give you visibility of what is the current state of the portfolio. Is not a full summary, but is giving you the sense of what are what is the scale for each of the components. So you can see that we had 2021 more than 200 webinars that we used to engage with the industry, and of course students were part of that. We had, for example, 12 industrial projects in a specific field of technological applications, spherical agglomeration. We had in 2021 8 successful PhD placement, outplacement, and we have already 5 tier ones engaged in the development of a new asset that is a digital solution that will be put available, first of all, for our tier 1, tier 2 partners. Then, of course, maybe will become commercial solution. And we have more than 17 tier 2 members, and some of those are now discussing with us how best to upscale. And you can see 50 software. So it's quite, let's say, alive, intense, dense. And this is one of the priorities we are focusing on for the coming months and the coming quarters, because the question is how best to exploit and to maximize the outcome from translation to industry perspective. And of course, the collaboration and with the industrial part and with the stakeholders is super relevant. So this was this is the material I prepared for this short introduction, and we have a couple of minutes, so I'm happy to take any question. I hope was good enough. I wanted to bring your attention on the portfolio and on the approaches that we have in place to support translation to industry. And also I wanted to highlight that translation to industry is not only or just bringing a technology up to commercial scale or up to industrial scale. It's much more. It's know-how, it's skills, supporting the PhDs and these let's say exchange with the industry and so forth. So this is what I try to do.